It was a difficult game. Credit to UCLA. They have an outstanding team, very versatile. Old, talented. For us, I thought our guys competed. Again, obviously, the thing that jumps off the page is our turnovers. You can't spot a really good team on the road. 12 points. Um, Based on just kind of careless turnovers. Obviously, within a game of basketball, there are going to be mistakes, but we're having way too many, and it puts an incredible amount of pressure on our defense. And to beat really good teams, you have to play um, hard and efficiently on both ends.
Ben Steele, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, Symir's out, and you guys immediately get into foul trouble in the first half. Did you think that just kind of disrupted your team's rhythm right from the start?
Yeah, I thought we were ready to play. I thought we were really ready to play, and we were in horrendous foul trouble in the first half. And, we had lineups out there, one, because of Symir's injury, and two, because of foul trouble that, we have not had a lot of time to practice with. And I thought that did disrupt our rhythm. I mean, obviously injuries, they're out of your control. The foul trouble, was very difficult for us to manage and keep a rhythm and flow to the game.
Was there a timetable on Symir? Do you have
No,
one?
he injured himself yesterday in practice. Um, you know, as we were going through practice and preparation yesterday, he hurt his toe, and so we thought maybe there was a chance he could play, but when he woke up this morning, um, that would not have been a smart decision for him. In addition to Symir, Theo's not been able to practice. He's got a nagging knee injury over the last week that's really limited his practice time and I think limited his mobility. So, obviously for us, we need everybody, and we need to try to find some sort of health between here and Omaha.
Gino Green.
Wojo, despite the foul trouble you had with Theo and Justin early in the first half, talk about DJ Carton's performance early in the first half, him scoring 14 of his 18 points, keeping you guys in.
With Symir out, that put a lot of pressure on DJ, and I thought he delivered, for the most part. I think with each game, he's getting more comfortable and showing improvement. Obviously, there's things that he can continue to improve upon, but I think we're seeing him kind of round into the player that we believe he can be.
And talk about Jaime Jaquez's performance, especially his ability to stretch the defense out in the second half, especially in those final 8 minutes of the game.
In preparation for the game, in studying UCLA, I felt like Jaquez was the heart and soul of their team. They have a number of talented players across the board. I mean, obviously, Tiger Campbell has been sensational early in the season. Chris Smith has a world of potential. Their big guys are big and physical. But I think Jaquez is the guy who is the backbone of what they do. When they need a big play, he seems to find ways to make those plays. And he's a really good player. I admire him.
Ben Steele.
You guys were 0 for 11 on threes in the second half. You missed a couple jumpers down the stretch. I know UCLA's got a really good defenders, really long guys. Were you happy with the shots you were getting, or did you want to see something different?
We had some really good looks that did not go in, and a couple of them went halfway in and came out. But again, you can't always control, makes or misses from the perimeter. but I thought we got some really good looks with time and space and our feet set that I think our guys are capable of making. They just did not go in. I would have liked to see us attack the paint a little more than we did. And I thought we were impatient offensively. And, you know, that's something that we have to continue to work on.
You know, Justin and Dawson, this is their first road game. They had some, you know, frustrating moments. Justin was in foul trouble, and Dawson probably wishes he could have shot better. What do you tell them to kind of keep their confidence up?
Yeah, I mean, obviously those two kids are going to be outstanding players, and you know this is new for them. And being on the road, it's the first time that we've had a chance to travel away from Milwaukee. It's the first time that most of us have been on a plane since March of last year. And so, you know, these road trips, you know, there's a lot of new things that they're learning. And, you know, Justin was, you know, I feel bad for him because he was really hamstrung by the foul trouble, you know, and I don't think he ever got a rhythm in the game because he was having to be taken out a lot because he was in serious foul trouble. You know, Dawson had some good looks, had the ball by the basket some, and again, you got to, you know, we as a team and Dawson as well, we got to be stronger when we get the ball inside and finish. You know, I thought besides our open looks that we missed, we had the ball in the paint by the basket a lot, and we ended up not getting points or free throws. And when the ball is that close to the rim, you got to get one or the other, and at times get both.
How did you decide to, you know, manage Justin? Like, did you think about putting him in down the stretch with the fouls?
Yeah, I did, you know, again, but his play was so sporadic, and that it's hard when you don't have a rhythm or feel for a game, you know, in a one possession game at the, you know, 1-2 possession games under 4 minutes, you kind of are going to go with the guys that you know have gotten you there.
John Dodds, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, can you talk about Osa coming off the bench? Really in primetime minutes in the first half when you had horrible foul trouble. Was that a big step for him?
Yeah, and you know, I really love Osa. You know, I think he's been a great teammate and he's been a great learner. And you know, there's a lot on his plate and a lot of things that he's trying to learn and develop. And he's playing with a lot of other really good post players. And so, but because of his good attitude on a day-to-day basis, I was confident when he got in the game that he would do a good job.
All right, Ben Steele, last question if you have one.
With Big East play starting Monday, are the turnovers, is that the biggest thing that you want to see get fixed as conference play gets started?
Yeah. When we watch the tape, there's going to be obviously a number of areas that we can point out in terms of improvement. But the thing that jumps off the page are the empty possessions when we turn it over, and there really is no business for us to turn it over. And so we have to solve that. Like I said, you know, in our 2 losses, we've spotted teams, you know, double figure points off of our turnovers, and that's just not a recipe for success.